Folks, we are live. True North Picks, back on another UFC Fight Night preview, betting preview, UFC Shanghai. Try to find some Shanghai merch I could wear, some hat, some crazy hat, or some, maybe a shirt or something. I couldn't find anything Chinese, because we got a lot of Chinese fighters on this card, man. They stacked with Chinese guys who I've never even heard of. Main event should be interesting. Umar Nurmagomedov is like a minus 500 favorite. But I will bet, and I will break down the entire main card. I got some notes for each fight on the main card. I'll give my best bet for each fight and also a parlay at the end of the video. But we can look at the bottom of the card here. We got Ding Ming, Cam Nelson, the Canadian, highly anticipated debut. Highly anticipated. Never even heard of him, but I'm Canadian, so hopefully this guy's good, man. If he wins, he's probably gonna fight in Edmonton because they got anybody fighting in Edmonton. If you're Canadian, you fight in Edmonton. Maybe I should start training. Next, we got Zhang versus Zulia Polisteri. We got Lawrence Liu, the Chinese New Zealand fighter. They weren't gonna not put this guy on this card, man. We got Hector Santiago, Xiao Long, Francisco Nuzzi, Jack Jenkins, Sean Woodson. This is a sneaky banger. Sneaky banger. Sean Woodson, very long, crafty, good kicks. He just swings those nukes too, and he just has his chin tucked all the way back. Can land those on the chin. Jack Jenkins throwing some absolute nukes in tight. Kind of that brawler wrestler kind of build. Kevin Borjas, Ray Teixeira, big favorite. Kevin Borjas is always a dog though. I feel like he's always an underdog, and he sometimes gets it done. So that should be a decent fight there. And then we got Namsari Batabera versus Andre Lima. Featured prelim. Must be a banger. I've never heard of this Namsari Batabera, but he looks like a dog. We got Andre Lima, who looks like an absolute killer too. Any Brazilian, the last name Lima, you're probably good. Moving on, let's break down the main card here. So we got Bilal Hassan, Nelson Rojas. Let's look at Bilal Hassan. So 25 years old, 5'7". He's 9-0. He's never lost. Obviously had that last fight in the Contender Series. What was that? 3-4 weeks ago. Very skilled. Very insane kicks. His kicks are like when you landed a kick, you're like, okay, that's a UFC kick. That's a very powerful body kick that UFC fighters, like most flyweights, are not throwing. And it's major prospect for the flyweight division, which is a banger division. It's only getting better. Obviously, good range, moves very well. Landed a right hook, I believe, on his opponent Contender Series chin, put him down, had the ground and pound, and then hit the little moonwalk after. He got some aura, man. He's got some aura. Exciting young fighter with some power at flyweight. Very high on Bilal Hassan. Very skilled fighter. Nelson Rojas on the other side, 27 years old, 5'9". He's also never lost, 9-0. We got 9-0 going at it today, boys. Solid body shots in the clinch. He really likes that in the clinch, just ripping those body pads like you're ripping a heavy bag. He dropped his opponent with a left hook. Left hook to the body, left hooked up high, and dropped his opponent on the regional scene, which his opponent looked like an absolute blob. But you can still see he's got some solid boxing, tight guard. He's pretty fun. Like in the clinch, he's throwing nukes. His fight went to decision, but he's throwing nukes, man. And this is going to be a banger fight. I think Bilal Hassan, with how aggressive Nelson Rojas he's going to chin him. I could see him tap him with leg kicks, and then in that second round, tagging with a right hand, a little right hook over the top, and dropping Nelson Rojas. But yeah, I'm really high on Bilal Hassan. Very exciting fighter. Indonesia, what is his name? The Ninja? Something Ninja. But moving on, we got Leo C versus Levi Rodrigues. First looking at Leo C. This guy's a mystery, man. We had no game film on him. I couldn't find him on the UFC Fight Pass, so I got no game film on him. 29 years old, 6'4". I think it says 6'4" in here. Yeah, 6'4", 78-inch reach. He's 3-0 in MMA. Only lost TKO to Ivan Gizinski. Currently winning a very short win streak. Only 3 on the UFC. If he's fighting on the main card, he's minus 200 too, so he must be a dog. But I really don't have anything on him. I don't know what to say. But hey, he's 6'5", and he's favorite. Looking at Levi Rodrigues, 29 years old, 76-inch reach, 6 feet tall. Currently on a one-fight losing streak, losing his debut loss to Felipe Franco via ground strikes. So I'm not sure what Leo C's background is, but Levi Rodrigues, mainly striker. Felipe Franco took him to the ground a couple times and got on that full mount very easily a couple times, so his ground game isn't very good. He's definitely there to be taken on the ground. And that's why he lost the last fight. He got taken down once, survived it out the round, then he got taken down again and just ground and pound with the ref. It was like a Neil Magny finish when he was just like on him, like when he's fighting Mike Malott. No, Mikey. Just fighting Mike Malott, he's on top, just ground and pounding him, and you can't defend yourself. And that was the fight, so. Yeah, it should be interesting here. I'm probably not going to bet this fight because I have no idea about this Leo C guy. What is his odds on here? Leo C. Leo C. Yeah, I think he's minus 200 on here. What is he favorite to win by? He's won by KO. Wow. I don't think Levi Rodrigues is that bad. I picked Levi Rodrigues plus 165. I don't know shit about C-Lu, but yeah, I would not bet this one, boys. But if I were, I'd bet the underdog because I have no idea what Leo C is like. And Levi Rodrigues fought Felipe Franco last, which is a pretty solid light heavyweight. Moving on, we got Alex Perez versus Sumudaerji, the highly anticipated rematch everybody's asking for. So Perez, 34 years old, 5'6", 65-inch reach, very small guy. 26-10. Last fight, obviously no context, excellent ground strike versus Sumudaerji, May 2026. Last actual one before that was Charles Johnson KO when he hit Charles Johnson, and Johnson couldn't find his balance like he did in his last fight. Lost his balance, and then Perez just finished him against the fence. Pause on that. Last fight nukes. So he blitzed his throws nuke. He had a very hard time landing on Sumudaerji. He didn't really know what to do. He was throwing nukes, but he couldn't really get Sumudaerji. Sumudaerji uses his range extremely well. Good front kicks by Sumudaerji. He just used his range very well. He dropped Sumudaerji, and then he almost got guillotined by Perez by going for a takedown. Almost finished Perez, though. So that's really standing out to me. So I'm leaning Sumudaerji here just because of that last fight. And Sumudaerji, only 30 years old, 5'8", 72-inch reach. So he's got that 7-inch reach advantage. Younger. Perez is only getting older. So I'm gonna lean the Sumudaerji side here. I don't know what the odds are. Yeah, minus 220 makes sense since he's winning the last fight. Let's go to the... Whoa, I've never been in here. Let's go Alex Perez versus... Yeah. I like Sumudaerji in this spot. You could go... Is he going to finish him early? Probably not. Could go over 2.5. Sumudaerji money line plus 115. That's pretty good. That's pretty tasty. I'd ride that. No, did he? Ride that shit. Plus one, over 1.5. Sumudaerji. Sue. That's his first name. His name's Sue. Okay. They just don't put his first name anywhere. So good. His name is Sumudaerji. Moving on, we got... I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. Aoriqileng. Aoriqileng. We got Aoriqileng versus Caius. I don't know his name, bro. But this guy, Aoriqileng, 33 years old, 5'7", 69-inch reach, 26-13, currently in one fight skid after losing to Cody Haddon by TKO. Something I really noticed about this guy, not very durable. Against Cody Haddon, he was taking some shots, wasn't reacting very well. But he has that kind of upright style, bounces around, his chin's on a platter. Wrote this down in my notes, chin's on a platter. He kind of got manhandled by Cody Haddon. His grappling is very weak. Gets in firefights, durability is questioned. Yeah, kind of what I was mentioning, his durability is very iffy. He had Cody Haddon in space and stuff, and just like took a couple knees to the stomach there, and just kind of went down against the fence, and that was kind of the fight. But just got manhandled by Cody Haddon in the grappling. A lot of grappling heavy Cody Haddon approach, where he easily handled Aoriqileng. Something Caius Kerr is not going to do. He's not going to be grappling, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm just worried about the durability of the body. Or is he going to be able to take a 2 to the body? Is he going to take a body kick? because Kai Sakura's kicks are absolutely absurd. Is he going to be able to take that? I just don't think he is. So I'm leaning. I like the finish side on Kai Asakura. Very, very heavy here. Asakura, 32 years old, 5', 6'9" reach, 22-6. Snapped back into the win streak versus Cameron Smotherman. Nasty finish. Hit some absolute right hook, left hook, nukes, dropped him, KO'd him badly. Nasty finish by Kai Asakura. My notes from his last fight, insane kicking game. Very fast, good footwork. And then, like I mentioned, KO'd Smotherman extremely badly. Like, left hook, he was KO'd. Oh, bad. I like Kai Asakura by finishing here a lot. Minus 450. I didn't even know that, but that makes sense. Watching the game film and stuff, that does make sense. That KO minus 160. I like that. Throw that in a parlay. I like that a lot. Actually, Kai coming in the back. Tough run when he got in the UFC. I think he fought for the title right away and lost. But he looked very good in his last fight. So I like Kai Asakura very, very a lot in this spot. And honestly, I like minus under 210 and could go finish here like I did before. I know it's sketchy. That's only minus 135, eh? But I think Kai gets it done. I think he kicks and hits too hard for Aoriqileng. I'm sorry, boys. It's embarrassing saying this guy's name. So I'm gonna go Kai Asakura by finish. I'm gonna say round 1, maybe round 2. Next we got Xiaonan versus Denise Gomes. So looking at this, we got Xiaonan, 37 years old. She's getting old, man. 5'5", 63-inch reach, 19-5, coming to loss against Verna Shanshoroba. Kind of some notes I had. Didn't watch this fight for too long. It was boring as shit. Good 2 to the body. Got out-grappled by Shanshoroba. That was pretty much the fight. She got out-grappled. Every single round she got taken down and kind of outworked on the ground. That was pretty much the story of the fight. But Shanshoroba's got pretty solid takedowns. She kind of showed that against Mackenzie Dern. She just didn't do anything on top because of Dern's grappling. But Shanshoroba has good takedowns, so I'm not too worried about that. Her takedown defense is bad, and she's only getting older. 37 years old is not good. Denise Gomes on the other side, she has a neck tat, so that's a little scary. But 26 years old, 5'2", she's very, very short. 12-3 on a 4-fight win streak. Open to get hit on the feet, has good knees and tight. Striking is quite slow, though, something I really noticed. Her punches are in slow motion, it looks like. The question is, will Gomes shoot early, or will she try to stand most of the fight? That will determine who wins. If she can get Xiaonan to the ground easily, then she's probably going to win this fight. If she can't, then I think Xiaonan's going to piece up her on the feet. Striking advantage. Fought the way better people. I'm going to lean Xiaonan in this fight, but this is a very, very close one. Very, very close. I'm not sure. Denise Gomes went for 1 takedown in the last fight versus Raquel Pennington and didn't really do anything or couldn't get her down for very long, and she just got right back up. So I'm going to lean Xiaonan. I don't know if Denise Gomes, she's obviously looked at Xiaonan's last fight and knows that grappling heavy approach that she needs to do. But I just don't know if she's going to be able to pull it off. 5'2", pretty small, 63-inch reach. I think Xiaonan wins the decision here. Maybe 29-28. Maybe he gets grappled in 1 round, but I think she wins. 29-28. Xiaonan. Oops. Xiaonan minus 150. Hell no. Look at these boosts, man. They just want to steal your units. Plus 1,000. This shit's never happening, bro. Fight to go the distance. Oh, not to go the distance. I'm tripping. I was like, plus 700. What the fuck? Method of victory. Probably don't really want to put this in a parlay or anything, so I'm probably just going to go. Oh my god, bro. Double chance, submission, or decision. What's her by just decision? Plus 100. I like that. Plus 100. You maybe could TKO or late, but plus 100 is pretty solid. I thought you would get minus money on that, but I guess she's only minus 150 to win. That's why. Moving on, we got the main event. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Song Yadong. I'm going to beat Yadong. Okay, we got Umar Nurmagomedov. So 30 years old, 5'8", 16 to 9-inch reach. Only career loss decision to Nurmagomedov, which is a banger fight. Has won since. His most recent win was Davison Figueiredo, which Davison looked like absolute shit. And I just looked at Song Yadong's versus Davison Figueiredo as well. Very non-impressive, Davison Figueiredo. Magomedov didn't do that much. He didn't look that impressive, but he's very skilled. Very good kicks. Very good at this. Joe Rogan said some shit like the sneakiest head kick or some shit, some crazy kick in the UFC. So you know what Joe's saying that he means it, boys. Greg leg kicks, very skilled. Good punches in tight too. He had a couple good hooks. I think it was like a 1-2 or 1-2-3 early where he landed on Davison. That looked. It was like shit. That guy's got some power, man. He can kind of crack. But he never cracks. He always go to decision. But he has good trips too. Skilled. He's kind of like Islam with the trips. Very, very skilled at that. If he gets stuffed once too. Yeah, he got stuffed once. In his last fight. I'm not sure if it was the Davison or other fight. But then he like reshot and got a single leg and just like did that backwards trip thing and got his opponent in the middle, which is very, very skilled to watch. So I just think he's going to be able to out-grapple Song Yadong. Song 28, 5'8", 67-inch reach. Last loss to Sean O'Malley by decision. The Sugar Show. Then won his most recent fight versus Figueiredo by submission, May 2026. So he hasn't fought in a little bit. Wait, May 2026. That makes sense. Oh, shit. That shit doesn't make... Oh, he fought a month later. Actually, I don't that date's wrong. But Figueiredo by decision. That was a weird fight too. That shit was boring as shit. I tried to rewatch that fight. There was nothing happen. I was like, what's going on? But he's pretty low volume from his last fight. I'm not sure if he's going to keep that up for 5 rounds against Figueiredo. He had the slow pace, so I'm expecting the kind of pace, which I think is going to hurt him the most. I think Nurmagomedov's going to stay kind of busy, just flicking those kicks out there, not doing too much. I think he's just going to be up 3-0, and you're going to be like, oh. Song's going to be like, oh, I lost that fight. Like, I just didn't do enough. He had good takedowns against Figgy, but Nurmagomedov's a whole different story on that shit. He did some dumb shit where he, like, overswung. Or no, he, like, did a high kick and he fell, and Figueiredo just got on top. So you just can't do that against a fighter like Umar. Good power, good guillotine to finish Figgy. I think he shot, and Song Yadong got him in the guillotine, which I'm not too worried about Umar. Those Dagestanis know how to defend a submission, so I'm not too worried about that. And I just think I think Umar by decision here. I think he's going to be more busy. He's going to get those timely takedowns. I think this could be an absolute shit fight. A snoozer in China. Let's see if the Chinese people start booing. But I just think Umar is going to be able to control him. Just outwork him each round. Maybe not by that much, but enough to get 10-9. So I'm going Umar by decision. Umar by decision. Minus 550. That's absurd. What's him by decision? It's just so long to sweat a decision in a main event for 5 rounds. Just like, bro, I just don't like. That shit takes way too long to sweat. Minus 160 by decision. Not a bad parlay piece here. What do I want to do here for a parlay? What do we want to do here for a parlay? What do I like the most? Sumudaerji moneyline. Okay, we're just trying to get to over plus 100. That's all we're doing. Sumudaerji moneyline. Do we trust the rookie, the Bilal Hassan coming in? I don't even know who this is. Kai Sakura. Kai Sakura by KO. I'm going to do as well. Get you to plus 136. I got 0 money in the count. But hey, I'm going to load some in. Ride some bets, no diddy. Maybe $20, get you 47, man. Pay for your breakfast. But that's all we got today. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know guys' thoughts on the video. I'll probably do a post-fight thing. Maybe a fight companion at 5 in the morning. Probably not, but maybe. All right, boys. Peace.